When do you experience the most love?
Ooh,
personally.
That's a great question. So it turns out that the signature of the quantum field is greater and greater degrees of oneness and wholeness, right? So think about it. When we live in stress, we live in separation, right? Because our senses fool us into believing you're there and I'm here, and everybody is separate from us, and everything is separate from us. That's 3D reality, right? But as you start opening this center, all of a sudden, when you become nobody, no one, no thing, nowhere, and no time, right? That's the moment that your consciousness lines up with the consciousness of the field. That's when you are totally present. Now, here's the deal. If I can get people to believe that just because they can't see something doesn't mean it doesn't exist, if they can just connect and pay attention to that field and stay present with it and become more aware of it, moment after moment after moment, every interaction with that invisible field, every experience lays down new circuits in their brain for them to perceive more of it, right? So then as they keep their attention on it, they start moving closer and closer to it, so they experience less separation and more oneness and wholeness. So then when that happens, there's a cascade of all kinds of physical and chemical and energetic things that begin to happen. So for me, the best way that I can describe that field is it's intelligent love. It's greater levels of order and unity and oneness. And when you strike it and you hit it, it is the most incredibly electric feeling you will ever have. It is the most familiar, unfamiliar feeling you will ever have. You will swear that you are ancient in that moment, and you will connect. And it won't be just like love for your puppy. You will feel it in every single cell of your body. And I mean like a vibration, a coherence where your body becomes electric. And the only way we can describe that is love. You taste that one time.
You want it all the time.
Oh, here's what I say. I always say, the first time it happened to me, and every time since, when I come back to my senses, I always say the same thing. Joe Dispenza, you got this all wrong. Because some veneer, some conditioning is lifted. You start realizing that the way you think life isn't that way.
Just remind yourself who you really are. Because with each and every negative experience that you have, there is a counter asking for something that you do want. You can't have a negative experience without throwing a desire for something improved in your vibrational reality. And this is what the evolution of all species is about. All expansion of all things is about that. So what we really want to say to all of you in an emphatic way is that if you want to get into this receptive mode where those magical rendezvous happen, and if you really do want to live happily ever after, it is going to require some disengagement from the stuff that you are reacting to. So we've been talking about step one is contrast of life causes you to ask, and step two is source gathers everything that you've asked for and gives it to you. When you ask, it is answered. Step three is, even though it's answered and it's in a vibrational form that you can't receive unless you're in the vibrational vicinity of it. So you've got to be in that place where you can receive the good ideas. And step four is mastery of that. Step four is just getting so good at that. Step four is caring more about how you feel than anything else. In that triad of intentions, you care more about the joy than you do about anything else till you get really good at it. And then step five, it's our favorite step to talk about, and it especially applies right here and now with you. Step five is where you're not mad at yourself when you dip back down into step one, because step one is essential to the equation of eternal expansion. But feel the difference. When you have mastered this step three of being in the receiving mode, when you are in the state of allowing and you're really good at it, so you know how to get there, and you get there easier today than you ever have, and easier tomorrow even than today, because you've practiced it, and so you're doing it deliberately and you feel good about it. Then when something happens that you have previously observed and really taken a strong negative hit on, and maybe even gotten all defensive about, once you've mastered that and you're in what we are calling step five, you can observe without getting all balled up in it. So you become not reactionary to things you can't control. You may observe them, but you've got such momentum going for yourself about your well-being and about the well-being of the planet and about the well-being of others. Well-being is so dominant within you. It's like watching a child fall down or be unhappy about something that he can't do, and you're not really worried about him because you know that's just part of learning how to walk. So you're not down there crying with him. You're encouraging him because you know it's going to be okay. And that's really what step 5 is. It's knowing that it is ultimately okay, that the dominant momentum is that you are a magnificent person. The dominant momentum is that good things are coming to you. The dominant momentum is that you do good things. The dominant momentum is that life is supposed to be good for you. The dominant momentum is that things are working out for you. That's the dominant momentum. And when you really get there, you are far less reactionary to most of the world that's down here fussing over stuff that doesn't matter.
Conditions require a lifestyle change, which means you have to start making different choices. You got to start examining the way you live your life and the choices you make and thoughts you think and how you manage your emotions. And so the beauty behind all of this is that just like an infection spreads amongst the community and creates disease, once people start breaking through and they wrap their mind around this, health and wellness can be as infectious as disease, and we're seeing it happen. The moment you start feeling grateful, your healing begins. The moment you start feeling worthy and abundant, you're generating wealth. The moment you start feeling whole, your healing's beginning. The moment you're in love with yourself and you're in love with life, you're going to create some pretty important relationships, and now you're causing an effect. So don't get up from your meditation until you feel connected to your future, and then maintain that modified state of mind and body your entire day, just independent of your boss, your coworkers, traffic, independent of your indigestion, independent of your pain in your hip, independent of how long, just stay there. And if you're able to maintain that modified state of mind and body your entire day, get ready, because weird and crazy stuff are going to begin to come to you in ways that you would never expect. That's the unknown. That's the quantum now. That's feedback from your environment telling you that you are connected to that intelligence.
The most significant thing, let's just assume for sake of what you're asking here, and it is logical to most, that when someone has a disease, something that they do not want, that they would like to release that from their experience. But it goes back to what we were saying in the very first words that we offered today. Your attention to what is often prevents what you really want from happening, because what is so dominant in so many experiences. And so it is a matter of releasing the thought that is holding you in the resistance to the well-being that you're wanting. So we want to talk not about the disease, but to talk about the wellness, to turn the attention to what is wanted. But you see, it isn't attention to illness that is causing illness. Oh, it is once the illness happens. Then it's hard not to give your attention to the illness. But it is not the attention to illness that brings about illness. It's attention to unwanted things of a variety. In other words, it's being off in the weeds about that, and 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 off in the weeds about that. It is a habit or a momentum of putting yourself in the place of resistance about a lot of things. There is just a general attitude of unworthiness that abounds in the physical environment that springs forth from people not getting what they think they want and assuming that there is something outside of them that is preventing them from getting it. And so they assign themselves this feeling of unworthiness because their logic tells them that if they were really doing what they should be doing, then they would really be getting what they're wanting. And so it can be complicated, the reasons why, but it is always accompanied with negative emotion.
So is it a trapping of a negative emotion in a certain part of the body that allows the illness to manifest?
Never.
What is it then?
It is a fixation upon a subject that disallows the natural energy from flowing in the way that it would if you were not doing that thing that you're doing that's preventing that from happening.
Okay.
You're powerful now is the intersection or the junction where you and all that you desire meet that larger part of you who has already heard you and answered you and is living the solution that you're looking for. So your problem meets your solution now. Your question meets your answer now. It's all happening right now, right now. It's all happening right now. The question is, what are you in the receiving mode of right now? It isn't easy to all of a sudden, after long momentum of being so physically focused, to accept yourself as a vibrational being. We know that. But that is the answer to all of the things that you are looking for. To accept your vibrational nature rather than your physical nature. Now, certainly your physical nature is an extension of your vibrational nature. Your physical nature could not be if it were not for your vibrational basis. But if you could get your attention off of what has manifested and upon the vibration that is causing the next and the next and the next and the next. Reaching for an analogy for Esther, because she's thinking a lot these days about momentum. And when you have momentum that has gradually moved you along to wherever you are, sometimes it feels like that momentum is on a course that cannot be changed, but that is not true. You could be in an airplane and be gradually ascending to 35,000 feet, or you could be in a rocket ascending much more rapidly and much more specifically and much more directly. So your thoughts have more power and impact than most of you are giving them credit.
But what else does our heart do? So the Institute of Heart Math, to answer your question, has documented this, the information between the heart, and you can actually see the information between the heart and the brain when we feel feelings of well-being, appreciation, gratitude, compassion, care. Then the signal is a very smooth, rhythmic signal to our brain, and our brain says, the world is safe, so I don't need the stress chemistry. So it begins to release the anti-aging hormones in our bodies, and powerful immune response is created within our bodies in the presence of this smooth signal.
I am a cellular biologist, and I want to tell you about a misperception you may have. When you look in a mirror and see yourself and you see like one person looking back, that is not true. You are made out of 50 trillion cells, and the cells are the living entities. So you are a community, not a single person. But your mind is the government for the 50 trillion cells. And if you have a good government, you have health. If you have like the United States government, then you are sick.
Dann schaut's schlecht aus.
Because every function that you see in the human body is already present in every cell. Every cell has a respiratory, a digestive, an excretory system, a nervous system, and even an immune system in every single cell. So it's easier to understand how one cell works than to try to understand how 50 trillion cells work.
You have never been individuals. You just thought that you were.
A digestive, an excretory system, a nervous system, and even an immune system in every single cell. So it's easier to understand how one cell works than to try to understand how 50 trillion cells work.
You have never been individuals. You just thought that you were. And the reason that you thought that you were is because so many people were trying to control you, because they needed your compliance with what they thought was a good way for you to live so that they can feel good, that they set forth all kinds of rules and laws. And in the process of doing that, and in your process of trying to please them and align with what they wanted rather than tune to your high frequency, you lost your connection in many cases. And in the beginning, as we began playing with you years ago, we said to you that meditation is the way to tune yourself, or to make yourself aware of your tuning, because when you quiet your mind, you stop thought, and when you stop thought, you stop resistance, and when you stop resistance, your vibration just naturally rises. And so as your vibration is rising, 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 and you begin to feel what that feels like, then you become unwilling to allow thoughts to get going that diminish that feeling of well-being. Care infinitely and ultimately, mostly, about how you feel. It all sorts itself out in a really wonderful way. You are the creator of your own reality. And when you become that hands in the clay, deliberate creator of your own reality, where you think a thought and you recognize that it's causing a diminishment in the way you feel, so you change it, you augment it, you abridge it, you add to it, you amend it, you deliberately define it, and then you feel the ease within you as you come into alignment. And with that ease then comes clarity. Once you begin becoming a master of this energy alignment, and we are knowing that that's the reason that you've traveled so far to play with us under these conditions, you are the masters of this. You are the ones most logical and most likely to tune yourself to these frequencies and maintain that alignment, so that you're walking around in clarity, seeing through the eyes of source, feeling good about things, being the influencer that uplifts, walking among those who may not understand it, not following them with your empathetic thoughts, not letting them control the vibration of you. Well, we think that it is interesting. That's our most polite word. That humans want to call natural universal response miraculous. Yeah. Let us define what humans mean as a miracle. I offer a vibration totally apart from what I want, and law of attraction makes me the exception to the universe and gives me something that's different from what I'm vibrating. And the shock of it, because it's so not the next logical step, seems miraculous. Necessary decline, perpetuated by self, by holding oneself in resistance of energy summoned. Do one of two things: stop summoning the energy, or stop blocking the energy you're summoning. It is nice to have an opportunity to visit with you for the purpose of tuning to your natural rhythm of well-being. Breathe in, breathe out. Your intelligent body is comprised of trillions of cells, seeking and finding alignment and balance at all times. Breathe in, breathe out. There is no greater advantage that you could offer to your body than this gentle releasing of resistance right now. Your natural state is one of absolute well-being, and in the absence of resistance, your physical body must thrive. Breathe in, breathe out. By deliberately focusing upon good-feeling thoughts, you allow your physical cells to return to their natural balance. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathing deeply is the key, softly hearing our words and allowing gentle alignment with the energy of your source. Breathe in, breathe out. The cells of your body are guided by source and have the ability to find their balance no matter what, every time. You will not only find recovery from unwanted conditions, but a steady maintaining of well-being will ensue. Breathe in, breathe out. As you listen and breathe and release and relax, the maintaining of a good feeling body will come easily. Breathe in, breathe out. Even unwanted conditions that have been with you for a while will gradually diminish until they no longer exist. Breathe in. Breathe out. By releasing resistance a little more every day, you will feel the power that creates worlds flowing through you. Just breathing and listening, not to make something happen, but for the pleasure and comfort of alignment. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your physical body will respond very quickly to the absence of resistance that you are feeling now while you breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. There is no physical body, no matter what the condition, that cannot return to its natural state of well-being. Breathe in. Breathe out. These words that you are hearing are not about your body, but about your allowing and your alignment of Source. Your body is a reflection of the balance of your thought, and this release of resistance will produce positive change. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beginning with the cells of your physical body, physical improvement will sweep through you at every level. Breathe in. Breathe out. You are a vibrational being with non-physical roots, and your body is an extension of that non-physical source. Breathe in. Breathe out. We offer these words so as you listen and breathe, you will tune to your frequency of natural well-being. Breathe in. Breathe out. When you take the time to find vibrational balance, your physical well-being will be easy to maintain. Breathe in. Breathe out. From your place of alignment, beneficial behavior will be inspired, and wonderful things will unfold with great ease. Breathe in. Breathe out. The more ease you feel, the less resistance you hold, and the more the cells of your body can find their balance. Breathe in. Breathe out. This process of breathing and allowing makes it possible to get from wherever you are to wherever you desire. As you breathe and release resistance, you tune your vibrational frequency to that of your source and to personal thriving. Breathe in. Breathe out. It is natural for you to feel good and for you to be well, and for you to experience perfect bodily conditions. Breathe in. Breathe out. You are becoming a vibrational match to well-being, and your body will show you the evidence of that. Breathe in. Breathe out. As you listen and breathe, with every day that passes, your alignment with well-being will become stronger. As you acknowledge these words in an atmosphere of no resistance, you will fuel clarity and vitality and well-being. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your body responds primarily to the content of your thoughts, and right here, right now, your body is benefiting. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your life is supposed to feel good to you, and you are meant to feel happiness in your life, and you are meant to satisfy your dreams. Breathe in. Breathe out. You are doing extremely well. Physical well-being is flowing to you. Relax and enjoy the unfolding. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel appreciation for what is and eagerness for what is coming. There is great love here for you. Breathe in. For the next few minutes, letting the music guide you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out.
there is great love here for you. And as always, we remain in the vortex.